Hey credit warriors, Credit Shifu here. Now, a few weeks ago we did a video on 5 rookie travel credit card mistakes. It did pretty well, people really liked it. So this you consider is kind of part 2. It's 5 premium credit card mistakes. So in this video we're talking about what I call tier 4 credit cards, those premium credit cards with $450 to $550 annual fees, talking about the Amex Platinum, Chase Sapphire Reserve, Citi Prestige, the Ritz-Carlton credit card that's not available to new applicants unfortunately anymore, all those kind of things. There's quite a few more that I haven't named. But yeah, we're talking about mistakes that people often make when using those credit cards, which could potentially cost you quite a bit of money. So let's get started. Number 1. Forgetting about using up credits. And what we mean by this, a lot of these cards have certain credits that's basically money they refund to you as statement credits on your card for certain purchases, okay? Examples of these, well, there's many, but examples would be the Amex Platinum's $15 a month Uber credit, the Amex Gold's $10 a month dining credit, the Chase Sapphire Reserve's $300 per year travel credit. Then you've got various airline fee credits on American Express cards. The Citi Prestige has, I think, a $250 a year airline credit. I could be wrong. It's being launched as a travel credit, I think, with the relaunch in January. Anyway, so there are a lot of these kind of credits, and a feature of these credits is that if you forget to use them one month, they don't roll over to the next month or the next year or whatever the time frame is, okay? I have seen a screenshot of an email from someone who posted in a group that I'm in, the Amex Platinum Uber credit. Someone forgot to use it and they actually, rolled it over for them as a courtesy just because it was the first time that they'd forgotten, okay? But that's kind of rare. I haven't seen that very often, okay? In general, if you don't use them 1 month or 1 year, they're gone forever. So you can actually have a look, like on Chase's website, in the Sapphire Reserve account, there's kind of like a little thing that fills up as you use it, so you can see how much of your travel credit is left per year. Same with some of the credits on the Amex Gold. These fill up basically however much of them you have used. So it's good to always check. At the end of the month, you could check your Amex Gold, see if you've used it. At end of the year, check your Chase Sapphire Reserve and see how much of the credit you have used. And if you haven't used it all, then obviously, you have some of it to use up. So, and do remember the Amex Uber credit on the Platinum, although it's $200 a year, it's monthly. So if you don't use it 1 month, in theory, it's gone. Number 2, doubling up on perks, okay? And this is going to be an issue for people who have more than one premium card. And I'm not saying don't have more than one. If you do have the amount of spending and the amount of travel needs that you literally actually could, benefit from having more than one premium credit card, then go for it. But, in my house, we have kind of a rule, only one premium card per person. And the reason is because at this time, we just don't quite have enough travel spending or trips or whatever to really benefit from having more than one per person. And we would be doubling up on perks. So if you have, say, the Amex Platinum and the Sapphire Reserve, you're doubling up on priority pass memberships. You're also doubling up on a lot of the other perks like roadside assistance or whatever. And in many cases, you just don't need it. It's not cost effective. So if you want airport lounge access, Platinum is probably the best card to get because you get priority pass and you get Centurion lounges. If you want to earn points from spending, then it's probably better to go for the Sapphire Reserve because that's 3 points per dollar on travel and dining. And travel is very broad. It's not just air tickets. It's like trains, Ubers, everything. So, pick the card that's right for you. Unless you really do have the need that, you're spending a lot of money, you're traveling a lot, and you really would earn back the annual fees and get a lot of value out of having 2 premium cards. Alternatively, you could have 2 premium cards that are very different or offer perks that you want for specific reasons. Like I know some people, they have, say, a card that gives them priority pass, like the Sapphire Reserve or the Amex Platinum, and then they have the American Airlines, Citi American Airlines Executive Platinum because it gives them Admirals Club access, and it's actually the only card that gives Admirals Club access. And they have those 2 for a reason because they want both priority pass and they want Admirals Club. So you're not doubling up, you're getting complimentary perks. So just, have a look at that. Like if you're getting 2 premium cards, you might not want to choose 2 that have the same perks and benefits. You might want to, kind of branch out and get cards that are complementary. And obviously, if you got to think about how much you're spending annually on it. If you get 2 that's $450 annual fee, that's $900 a year. So you got to think about that too. Number 3, forgetting you have certain benefits. And this is more of a problem than you'd think, okay? These cards often come with a long list of benefits. There's like a whole little book that tells you all of the things, all right? Like luggage protection, travel insurance, roadside assistance, all these things. And it is kind of easy to forget that you have something and then miss out on like a reimbursement or using an insurance. I'll give you some examples. Like one time an airline broke my luggage and I actually forgot that, you know, the credit card we booked the tickets on had luggage insurance, right? And they wanted to give me a new case and I wanted to fix the original case, right? And but then at the last minute I kind of remembered, oh, you know what, I can you know, take the insurance from the credit card. So I just said to the airline, all right, just give me proof that you broke it and I don't worry about reimbursing me. I'll deal with it myself with my credit card. Also roadside assistance. My car broke down in front of my house, a flat battery, and I forgot that I had roadside assistance, or it might have been that I forgot that the roadside assistance actually covered the car outside your door. Amex Platinum covers it even if it breaks down on your driveway. Some credit cards, they say, oh, it's roadside assistance, but if it's like, you know, on your driveway, it's not covered, you know? So like there's different terms and conditions for different ones. So you got to remember that you have these benefits and that they are applicable to the problem that you have, so you can get the maximum value out of it. Likewise, there's also an issue of forgetting to input your you know, hotel loyalty program accounts, for example, to the Amex Platinum. So Amex Platinum gives you like SPG Gold status, Hilton Gold status, but you have to link your account. If you don't link your account and you've got the Platinum card and you're thinking like, oh, I've got Gold status, well, hey, yeah, let's go to stay at St. Regis, maybe I'll get an upgrade. And you get there and they're like, yeah, just here's your room, sir, ground floor, you know? And you're like, wait a minute, where's my upgrade? Well, you didn't link your card, you know? So that's really important to do. You need to link your card and get that status so that when you check in, they'll know that you're Gold. You should do it before check-in. If you do it after check-in, you won't get an upgrade, and then you might have to kind of crawl back to the, you know, the front desk and be like, hey, I'm actually Gold. Can I get the free upgrade and you know, breakfast voucher for free breakfast? And so, you know, it'll be awkward, you know. So it's better just to make sure that, you know, any perks like that, hotel statuses, link it immediately when you get the card. I think we have a video like or a web post of 10 things to do once you get the Amex Platinum or Amex Gold card. So yeah, definitely need to link up all your accounts so you get those benefits. Number 4, using your premium credit card for purchases when there is another better option available. And I'll give you an example of this. Someone who uses their Amex Platinum at the supermarket earning 1 point per dollar when they could just use the Amex Gold for 4 points per dollar at US supermarkets. Or, you know, if they don't have the Gold, they could even use the Amex Everyday card, 2 points per dollar at US supermarkets. So, you know, often people with these credit cards, they don't think, obviously if you're really rich and you don't really care about the points, then you're not going to give a crap about this. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm not like, you know, so obsessed with it that I'm just going to worry about that. But people in the middle class who are trying to play the credit card points and miles game, trying to maximize points, you definitely want to pick the right card for the right occasion, right? And oftentimes these premium credit cards, they don't have the best categories, all right? The best point earning categories. Often the best point earning will be in the tier 3, the kind of like tier below the premium credit cards. So the Amex Platinum is the best example of that. It's just like 1 point per dollar on all everyday purchases. It does have one really good bonus category, which is air tickets. But air tickets are the sort of thing that, you know, you're going to book them once every few months and you'll plan when you're going to book it. It's not just something you like whip out, oh, I'll buy an air ticket on a whim, you know. It's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm going to have to buy an air ticket next week, and you research which one you're going to get and then you finally get it, right? You could just keep the card at home in a drawer for that and whip it out when you need it. But for everyday purchases, you should, in your wallet, have some cards that earn you good points on everyday categories like supermarkets, like gas stations, transport. So Chase Sapphire Reserve is kind of an exception because it does have some really good categories like travel and dining, and the travel is very broad. But you know, there'll always be one guy who uses his Chase Sapphire Reserve for gas when there's a Chase Freedom category that quarter doing 5% back on gas, you know? Some people just don't pay attention to the categories. So that's something to consider. Premium credit cards don't always have the best point earning in everyday spending categories. Number 5, keeping the card when you don't utilize the perks and benefits. And this is a really big one. You know, some people, they get the card, They get the sign-up bonus, which is great, and then year 2, they pay the annual fee again, and then they find that they're not really getting value out of the card, okay? Their spending isn't high enough that they're earning points, and perhaps they don't travel that much, so they don't really get use of, say, the airport lounges or hotel statuses. I get people commenting on this channel, oh, I never travel. Would these cards be good for me? I tell them, no, they wouldn't. I mean, these travel credit cards, it's in the name. Their benefits revolve around travel. That's like part of the deal. If you're looking for rewards that are non-travel related, then go for a cashback card. I had a friend of mine from California come visit me the other day, and he was like, oh yeah, you want to see what credit cards I got? And he opened up his wallet, and it was all cashback cards. It was like the Discover It card, the Amex Business Blue card. It's quite rare, you don't see it that often, but it's a cashback card. He had the Amex Blue Cash Every Day card, and like one other one, and they were all cashback cards. And it's like, well, I guess that's just, he's just not traveling that much, so he wants a reward that is non-travel related, cashback. That's just him. But personally, I think that the highest value out of rewards, I would say 2 to 3 times in value compared to cashback, is travel rewards. So basically that's kind of the way it is. Like, if you don't travel a lot, probably want to go for cashback cards. There aren't really premium credit cards doing cashback. It's not really, well, I mean, you can get cashback off the Sapphire Reserve, but it's not a dedicated cashback card. So if you're getting a premium credit card, you need to kind of utilize the perks. Otherwise, you've got to ask yourself a serious question whether it's actually beneficial for you to have that card. So if you're someone in the middle class earning, say, 50 grand a year, well, guess what? The annual fee on the Amex Platinum or Chase Sapphire Reserve, it's 1% of your annual salary. That's actually, it doesn't sound much, but that's actually quite a lot, okay? 1% of your whole salary. And if you have 2 of them, that's going to be 2%. So it really is, it will be costing you a lot of money if you don't utilize the perks. And to be honest, you might as well cancel it or downgrade it. There's no point hanging on to it when you have like let's say you have kind of an emotional attachment to it because it's prestigious and you just love whipping it out to pay your bill at the restaurant and everyone sees that you've got the Amex Platinum, ooh, it's metal card. But if it's costing you 1% of your annual income, the joke's on you, buddy. You might as well downgrade it. And if the people at the table found out about that you're kind of like losing money on it, they're going to think you're an idiot, to be honest. So I would say if it's costing you money, if you're not utilizing the benefits of it in the second year, after you've had a sign-up bonus from it, then you might as well just downgrade it. Downgrading is often better than canceling because then a credit line doesn't disappear from your credit report. It's still on there, but it just downgrades. So Amex Platinum could downgrade to Gold, Sapphire Reserve downgrade to Sapphire Preferred, or even the old Sapphire that's not available to new applicants, etc. Okay, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this little video about some of the mistakes that people make on premium credit cards. I know for a fact that there are more than the ones I've said in this video, so if you think of some, please leave them in the comments below. If we get a few good ones, maybe we'll even do a part 2. We'll put some of the links for the best credit card deals out there in the description below. So if you are interested in a new credit card, feel free to click that link and find out more about some of the best credit card deals that are on offer. Obviously, it is a link from our partners, so it does help out our show, and we really appreciate it if you do use our links. We'll also put the link for Credit Shift Wallets in the description as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.